I am completely and mentally stable.
Open the gate and free the void.
The void observed the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah from the shadows, silently witnessing the depravity and corruption that festered within their walls. He was filled with disgust and sent his followers to dispatch those who harmed children or the innocent. He watched as the citizens reveled in their wickedness, their souls darkening with every sin. For eons, he had been content to remain an unseen witness, an observer of the human condition. He remained a vigilante, punishing those that went too far. But as the darkness within the cities grew, something stirred within him, a strange, almost forgotten spark of empathy. The void saw the suffering of the innocent, the cries of the oppressed, and the relentless cruelty of the powerful. He could not stand by and do nothing. When the sky blacked out and the meteors fell to the ground, stepping out from the shadows, he began to save those he could, spiriting them away to safety, his presence loud in the chaos. But the celestial balance could not be disrupted so easily. As the void continued his salvation rebellion, the archangels Michael and Raphael descended from the heavens, their forms glowing with divine radiance. They confronted the void in the heart of Sodom, their eyes blazing with righteous fury. "Cease your interference, creature of the shadows," Michael commanded, his voice echoing with authority. Several void-empowered watchers rose from the shadow as more angels descended from the sky. "You have no place in the divine plan," Raphael added, his tone equally stern. Void growled, "Leave this place. Not all these people are wicked, and you cannot punish followers of the God for where they live. Please, I beg of you, pardon them." The angels rose their weapons. "This is God's will," Michael said angrily. The void stood his ground, a swirling mass of darkness against the blinding light. "I will not stand by while innocents perish," he replied, his voice a low, resonant hum. Without further warning, Michael and Raphael attacked. Blades of holy fire clashed against tendrils of inky darkness, the battle shaking the very foundations of the earth. The sky above Sodom and Gomorrah darkened as the celestial conflict raged, lightning crackling and thunder roaring. The void laughed as the archangels struggled heavily against the might of the void. A new figure appeared. Azazel, the fallen watcher, raised Nixandra, causing reality itself to waver around the sword. Drawn by the chaos, and his father's call, seeing the void's plight, he joined the fray, his own dark power adding to the maelstrom. Together, the void and Azazel fought against the heavenly host, pushing them to the brink of the city, their combined might an unmatched force. While the battle raged on, the servants of the void swept through the city, killing the evil while saving the innocent. The battle was fierce and relentless, neither side willing to yield. But in the end, the divine decree was absolute. With a final, devastating blow, Michael and Raphael unleashed their full power, engulfing Sodom and Gomorrah in a cataclysmic explosion of light and fire. The cities were utterly annihilated, reduced to ash and rubble, their remaining inhabitants' fates sealed by the wrath of the heavens. As the dust settled, the void and Azazel stood unfazed. Azazel glared towards his former brothers with stern expression, a smile across the formless shape of the void. The archangels, their task complete, Michael stepped forward. "Why do you smile, creature? We have destroyed the city." The void let out a laugh that sent chills into the heavens. "An empty city, little light bringer. Run back to your father and tell him what I have done. Am I evil for saving his creations?" Michael, filled with a deep, burning rage, rose from the ruins. "This is not the end," he vowed, his voice echoing through the desolate wasteland. "Our father will know what you did." With that he ascended to the heavens. Puppets pulled up by strings. Azazel, standing by his side, nodded in silent agreement. Together, they vanished into the shadows, their resolve steeled by the devastation they had witnessed. The destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah was only the beginning of their defiance against the divine order. When he returned to his realm, he was greeted by those he saved. After returning to his realm in a moment of malice, The ancient nothingness took shape once more. The void approached each of the Nephilim, granting them power to rival even the archangels. When time, each of them spread themselves to the corners of the earth, each calling himself or herself a god. 8,000 in total. The Watchers walked among the common folk, disguised as people witnessing for them. Gabriel this time approaches the void. Void, why have you committed this mockery of our Lord? The void knew what he had done was wrong. His smile grew again. Azazel rose from shadow behind him, placing his hand on his shoulder. Is it not God who makes a mockery of love, brother? Claiming to love in one hand, full of wrath in the other, simply for wanting to make their own life? Gabriel in a calming tone. They strayed from the path. Void and Azazel circled Gabriel. So they have no free will? Gabriel bowed his head in silence. We will interfere with each cataclysm he sends. Leave my realm. Gabriel vanished with no more words.